Payday is approaching, which means we need to close up the current month and just make sure that everything is exactly how we had planned out it to be. And if not, obviously just see where the problem was, but also see what's remaining so that we can roll it over properly to the next month. So today I'm going to show you a payday routine that my husband and I usually use. So I've got my information down over here. I wanted to actually take you onto my budget planner, but then my camera is just giving me issues right now. So I'm going to share the screen on my digital PDF. So the PDF version of my budget planner. So I've just put it on my iPad and I'll be going through that with you. So my husband and I earn around 48,000 Rand a month. We are self-employed. So technically it's like 24,000 each, but our income is 4 different streams of income. Now there's other streams of income in total. So we do have around like 6-7 streams of income, but the other 3 are inconsistent, and then the 4 are consistent. So we just work on the 4. So when we get the other 3, we just put the money in like other things like your debt or whatever that happens, because we don't really plan for it up until we know for sure how much is coming in. So that's basically how we work around it. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Noma, and a personal finance coach and a licensed financial planner, and also a wife and a mom, and just a really busy content creator as well. And in this channel, we talk a lot about personal finance. I have a massive mission to really help you, find your why, help you build wealth through many streams of income. We are living in this lied to society where we are told to go study and get a job and then you're going to find success. And a lot of people are realizing that I did exactly what I was told and I'm still struggling. So I'm trying to like really teach as much of learning how to make money outside of just a traditional job. But also I focus a lot on financial management, because now that you make that money, how do you manage it? Because if you don't know how to manage the little that you have, you will not be able to manage a lot. So you have to know how to manage your money and know your why and what's important to you. And that's kind of my focus and my mission, especially for women, to get out of debt and be financially independent. Okay, so now let's get into my budgets. Let me just share the screen with you. And I'm going to show you the first step that we start with when we do our budget. So if this is your payday today, this could be probably a payday routine that you can start introducing or implementing. Okay, so the first thing I want you to kind of ask yourself is, what is your current financial goal right now? So I'm going to give you an example. We are currently in so much debt, so we are trying to get out of that. So our goal is to get out of debt. So every single decision, every single financial decision that we make is around getting out of debt. So if we were not in debt, our goal would be to build our portfolios, or I don't know, whatever, buy a property, whatever it is. But for now, our mission is to become debt free and then be able to start building wealth aggressively. But right now we're aggressively tackling debt and investing just a little bit. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So ask yourself, what is your goal? Because if you're trying to do it all at once, you will not be able to see progress. You're going to try and attack debt and then try and put like too much into your investments and then pull it out again because you need to tackle debt, and then you're kind of like all over the show. So decide what is that one thing you're really focusing on right now, and then your decisions when it comes to your finances are aligned to that. So for it is to be debt free. So you'll see most of the money goes into debt because that's the goal right now. And then once we're debt free, most of the money will go into like investments or property or whatever at the time will be the goal, because that would be the focus right now. So have focus. So there is 7 categories in your budget that you need to be focused on, that you have to have it. You have to know them, basically. You have to know exactly what goes into each category. So category number 1 is income. That is category number 1. Too thick. Okay, so that's category number 1. Category number 2 is bills to pay. These are things that usually don't change month to month. These are like your bills. Usually they are like debit orders, or if they're not debit orders, they are fixed bills that don't change month to month. Like, for example, with me, rent. It is not a debit order, but it is the same amount of money every single month. So these are your bills to pay. And then category number 3 is future self. So these are your investments and anything that could help you in the future. Category number 4 is subscriptions. Category number 5 is variable expenses. Category number 6 is your debt. And then category number 7, it is your savings and sinking funds. So these are the main categories that I look at when I'm doing my budget. So we're going to start with category number 1. So as I mentioned at the beginning, we have 4 streams of income, and the total income is around 48,000. Sometimes it's more than that, but we don't budget for more. We always budget for the lowest that we can get, which is usually like 24 each, which is 48,000. So ask yourself, what is your income in your household or yourself? Bills to pay. I've got my notes over here. I've got my BFF over here, right here. I was going to actually use it for this video, but my camera is just giving me issues right now. I need a new camera, guys. So yeah, I need to finish off my saving challenges. We have 2 left and only in pink. All gray is sold out. But once you complete this saving challenge, you'll save 20,000, and I'm saving for a camera. Okay, let's go back. So the bills to pay for me, number 1 is giving. And then another bill is rent. Another bill is Wi-Fi and utilities and life insurance. Handwriting is so big. I think this is what I love about a digital planner, because I can do things like this, which is actually quite cool. Okay, so life insurance, and then we've got car insurance. Okay, so these are our bills that we need to pay, and how much each bill is 1.5. Sometimes it's more, I guess, we see as we go. It's never less than 1.5. Rent is 12,250. Wi-Fi is 400, actually 399, but yeah, 400. Utilities. Gosh, utilities has been so expensive lately. I don't know what's going on in this place we live in right now. So I'm just going to budget 2,000. Life insurance is 970. Life insurance is your life cover, your disability, your critical illness. So it's the full package. It's not just life cover. Car insurance is 870. Okay, so obviously when the payment is done, then you can tick as you go. So I already know that all of these are paid utilities, not life insurance and car insurance. And the due date for these are the 1st of April. This one I usually pay it around the 13th, the 15th. This is due actually on the 25th, so it was yesterday. Utilities, I'm going to find out probably this coming week. And then life insurance is on the 1st, and car insurance is also on the 15th. Yeah, and then you're going to add all of this. So I'm just going to get my calculator, which is 1.5 plus 12,250 plus 400 plus 2,000 plus 970 plus 870. Okay, so that's 17,790. No, 17,990, sorry. Okay, so this is like our survival number. Well, not really, but kind of. We need to have 18,000 to make sure that we're taking care of our important bills, basically. But this is not the only important bills. It's just that it's bills for us to survive, if I should put it that way. Let's hop onto future self. So for future self, I'm going to use a different color. Let's get like deep red or like a pink. Okay, so for future self, I've got two main investments, which is retirement. These are your beginner investments that are important to have. So in retirement, and then I've got a education investment for Scala. So I'm just gonna put education over here. My retirement is 1,500 a month, and Scala's education is 1,000 Rand a month. So far, these are the two investments. Not to say I don't put a 500 or 300 or whatever here whenever I feel like I have money to transfer into another investment that's like a unit trust, but I don't budget for that. It happens just when I have some money that is available because I made a lot of sales on my spreadsheet or something like that. And then I just say, okay, I'm going to tackle debt, but if I feel like I've put so much in debt and I've got this extra 500 Rand, I could put it in a unit trust, if I should put it that way. So in total, that is 2,500 Rand. Okay, so that is retirement. So now subscriptions, let's get like a green. Alrighty, so subscriptions, we've got CapCut, sorry, is what I use to edit videos. So my Reels and my YouTube videos. I used to use Adobe Premiere Pro, but unsubscribed just because it's so pricey. You pay per month and it's like 800 Rand or something like that. I'm still going to bring it back just because I really loved editing with that, but after I've paid off debt. So some sacrifices you have to do depending on the journey that you are in. Okay, and then we've got Teller, we've got School, we've got Canva, Shopify, Apple Bill, Netflix, and Disney Plus. Alrighty, and how much is all of that? So CapCut is 100, Teller is 450, School is 380, Canva is 150, Shopify this month is 440, Apple Bill is 230, Netflix is 100 Rand, and then Disney is 159. So how much is that in total? So we've got 100 plus 450 plus 380 plus 150 plus 440 plus 230 plus 100 plus 159, which is 2009. So as much as subscriptions are a lot, there's a lot of them as I list them out. It's actually not too pricey. And what subscriptions do for me, besides the entertainment ones, so besides like Netflix and Disney, but the other ones make my business flow nicely. I can automate things. I've got systems and all of that in place for the business. Okay, and then we've got variable expenses. So I'm going to pick like an orange. Okay, so for variable expenses, these are bills that change month to month. So sometimes it's things you have to take care of, like for example, groceries. Groceries are a need, but then they do change month to month, so I can't put them on bills. I always challenge ourselves, our family, to try and spend less than what we technically budgeted on. So it's food, which is groceries, and then we also have laundry. And we also have eating out. We don't eat out much anymore, thank goodness. We did a no spend challenge in Q1, which we are still doing a no spend challenge. But I think what it did, eating our beans and rice, not really just beans and rice, but cooking budget food at home. That's what we do really, has made us not enjoy takeout when we eat takeouts. I don't know, which is good. It's good. I needed that. So eating out, there's also like toiletries, there's also allowance. So Skylar is a very busy girl at school, my daughter. So sometimes like she needs money and stuff. It has to come out from her allowance, and also just to make her have a great relationship with money. So to teach her how to budget with her allowance. And maybe I could record a short video of how we do that with her. And then my husband also is a smoker. He was a chef, so he started smoking very late. I don't know why he did that, but yeah, he needs an allowance for that. And if we don't do allowances, he could just spend more money than planned. spend more money just in J without even a plan actually. So having a plan has helped to say this is how much you have for this week for your smokes, and anything more, then you're going to have to see it next week or something like that. So we have allowances for things like that. For me, I think it's more of like hair, nails. That means I don't spend my allowances weekly. Sometimes I have donuts. I have a treat here and there of my. I love donuts. Yeah, so that comes off our allowances, and then I also have hair, nails. I'm also gonna add lashes because I need to do that. I've got an event that I'm attending, and I think that is it. So what we plan to spend for groceries is always 4,000 rand because we buy groceries weekly, and the goal is to spend 1,000 a week. Sometimes we spend less than that, which is the goal. Laundry 700 rand. Eating, we budget like 500 rand. We never like spend that much on eating out. Toiletries is like 300. Allowance budget like 800. Hair, I'm gonna say 800 as well on hair because I want to do braids, which usually last me 2 to 3 months. So I'm gonna budget 800, but I know next month I will not need to spend any money on hair. Nails like 500, and then lashes like 600. Okay, so let's see how much we plan to spend on variable expenses. So we've got also gonna add packaging material because that is also another packaging material. I'm just gonna add 1,000 here. So 4,000 plus 700 plus 500 plus 300 plus 800 plus 800 plus 500 plus 600 plus 1,000. So that is 9,200 that we have planned to spend. Now, obviously, as the month ends, and when you look at your calendar and your tracking, you will then put down how much you actually spent on each bill under variable expenses. Okay, so now we've got our debt attack. So far I've got an update for this month already. Let's get red because we hate the debt. So we're currently attacking one debt, which is loan number 2. So at the beginning of the month of April, we paid 15,500 Rand on loan number 2. And then we've also made another payment of 4,000. I actually do have a update for that one. So let me just open up. What I want to show you though, I want to show you something. So I'm going to have it on the screen. As you can see, okay, these are the payments I've made, which I need to write down. As you can see, you've got that 4,000 that I've paid over there, and then you've got the 80 Rand, 900, 1,250. So really, I've been trying to really put as much as I can in there. And then there is a automatic debit order for the debt of 2,300. And look at the interest. The interest is 1,000 Rand. And when we started this journey, the interest was 1,900 Rand. Who remembers? And if you don't remember, I'm going to have it somewhere here on the screen as well. And that is just the power of tackling your debt. It decreases your interest because the balance now on that interest is now obviously making the interest lower. So that makes me so happy, which means I've literally saved us 900 Rand a month that was going to interest. And now that 900 is going to the balance, which is nice. What's left on the date right now? Why didn't I? Let me just check that. What's left on the date right now? So when I paid the 15,500 Rand, what was left was 43,850. Then I obviously paid the 4,000. 43,850 minus 4,000. So it was 39,850. So what's left now? I'm also going to have that on the screen so that you can see. Just take a screenshot of it, which is 36,000 258, which means this is how much we have paid on top. So another 3,592. Okay, so total debt payments that we have made this month is that plus 4,000, 15,500. So we have paid 23,092 this month. Yeah. And we left with this 36,258 to go. Okay. Okay, so the next one is our savings. So we've got 3 savings so far over here. I'm going to get a different color. What color must I get? Something that you guys can see. I'm gonna get a purple. Okay, so the first title is camera, which is the 20K saving challenge that I showed you earlier. And then we are also doing the collective, which is the stock file with my Financial Literacy Academy ladies. We've got a stock file that we are doing together, and also Scarlett's birthday, which is coming up soon. So this one is gonna leave very soon, this sinking fund over here. And so far for camera, we have saved, I can actually count it with you guys. I'm going to start with the first one. This one is fully stuffed, this challenge over here. It's fully stuffed and it is 3,900 Rand, as you can see. So that is 3,900 saved. Plus this one over here. So we have only saved the colored in ones. So plus 1,100 plus 600 plus 500 plus 400 plus 300 plus 200. So 7,000 in total that is saved already for the camera. And obviously it's a 20K challenge, which means to go, it is 13,000. And then for the collective, because it is month 4, I save 1,000 a month in the collective in the stock file. So that is 4,000 saved, which means we have 8,000 to go. Okay, and then for Scarlett's birthday, we have saved 2,800 Rand. The budget was 5,000 Rand. So I am expecting some money to come in by Tuesday this coming week. So chances are you watching this video on Monday, the public holiday. I'll be expecting the money to come in tomorrow of 2,800 or whatever. But it's more than 2,800 Rand. So it's around there, but obviously we have 2,200 to go. That amount is just going to go to Scarlett's birthday. We're just going to go out and just, buy her some stuff and just have a good day. And in total, how much we have saved is 7,000 plus 4,000 plus 2,800, which is 13,800 Rand in saving. Alrighty, so here we go. This is basically our budget for the month of April. And this is basically our budget routine. We have a look at these 3 categories, our income, our bills, all of that, and then we take it from there. This is basically how you need to structure your budget so that you have a clear understanding of how much you need to survive, how much you need for your bills, what subscriptions do you need to get rid of. Are you still paying for a gym that you're not using? Those kind of things. Future self, are you prioritizing retirement, education, those like investments that are long-term that you can just start off small, and compounding interest is going to help you get to the goal because they are like the foundation and the base beginners investments. And then also variable expenses. Are you budgeting for things that you think you don't really spend a lot of money on, but you end up spending money on, like eating out and things like that? Debt, are you attacking your debt, or are you just paying the minimum payment, which is not really helpful? And then obviously saving, are you saving a little bit of it at a time so that you don't have to wait up until the birthday happens and then I'm just taking out a whole 5,000 from our income, but we saved a little bit at a time, which has helped us. So that is basically our budget routine. Those are the expenses that we are looking at. That's our debt updates that I touched on. So we have 36,000 Rand to go, and I'm hoping in the month of May that we are able to at least pay 30 grand of it. If we pay the 23,000 that we paid over here, this will be perfect. But I would like us to pay 30,000 Rand. And then in June, we just left it 6,000. And then for the next 6 months, we are just fully attacking the massive one, the one that's over 380,000 or whatever. But I don't want to think about that for now. I'm happy that we are on track with getting rid of this loan and then moving on to the next one. I hope this video was motivating to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want this PDF version, I'll have it linked also below. And if you have an iPad, you can use it. If you want to book a one-on-one with me so I can help you structure your budget, it's below. If you don't want to book one-on-one, but you want like a proper masterclass to make you understand more about investing, how to calculate your tax rebates, all of that, more about debt, more about your auditing, how to audit your finances, then you can join the masterclass. It's 350 Rand and you get access to five masterclasses, three masterclasses that I mentioned, and then there's another budgeting masterclass and another debt course as well. And you get a spreadsheet, like a tracker spreadsheet for auditing your finances. So it's proper full bundle that will help you in your financial journey. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't. It does support me. Share it with a friend, give it a like. It will help, push my video out there so that also Instagram can see that people do like my content, and I'll be able to keep bringing in this kind of content if this is what you like. So yeah, you can just let me know, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.